Have you ever wanted an affordable way to get into your house without having to deal with keys? This affordable lock will help you out with that. What's going on YouTube? Today we're checking out a deadbolt from Lockly called the Flex Touch. This is a lock, a regular lock with a fingerprint scanner. So what's really great about this is you don't need keys. Now there are a lot of smart locks out there that don't require keys and provide you the access to use keys if you want to and have fingerprints. But a lot of those locks out there are $200 and $300 out there. This is $179, or I think it's $169, $170, and you can pick it up. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can check it out yourself. But this is only $170 and allows you to use their biometric fingerprint scanner, which is pretty cool. Now, when reading about this, Lockly says this is good for a second or third lock in your house. And what they're referring to is if you have one of their other locks with a fingerprint scanner and a code combo, this would be a great addition to that for a second or a third lock. But I'm here to tell you, this is a great addition for just the first lock that you have, or one lock. If you only get one lock and you don't need the code, having the fingerprint scanner is going to be a cool new feature that you're going to want. Not only that, but you also get the capability of using Lockly's iPhone and Android app. So unfortunately with this, it doesn't come with the Wi-Fi hub. So if you already have that, that's great because this will connect to it. However, you don't necessarily need that. What's great about this is as soon as you get to the lock, your phone, if you pick your phone up and open up the app, you can unlock this lock with your phone app, connecting it to it via Bluetooth. It automatically does that after you're first connected. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and show you what you get in the box, and then we're going to go ahead and install it, and I want to show you the app. On the box here, we have the logo right here, Lockly, Home, Office, and Rental, and a Bluetooth logo. Add touch access to your door, so you see what the lock's going to look like right here with the fingerprint. Flex Touch Deadbolt. Your finger is your key. Stores up to 99 fingerprints. Mobile app control, auto locking feature, optional voice control, and then secure link Wi-Fi hub, sold separately. On the back here, it says 3D biometric fingerprint sensor, stores up to 99 fingerprints. Mobile app control, unlock, lock, or check door status through your smartphone. Real-time monitoring and status, so you can check and see if the doors, or you can monitor the open and closed door status with real-time alerts sent to your smartphone. Auto locking feature allows you to auto lock your door or have it auto lock your door. Voice control, so you can use Google Assistant or Amazon Alexa, so that way you can tell Amazon or Google Assistant to lock all your doors, and it will lock all Lockly doors simultaneously if you have more than one lock. Grant access when you're not at home, so that way you can remotely lock and unlock your door and give access to other people. So you have the welcome here, or welcome start here guide. So it's going to go ahead and get you all that you need to install your lock. You have the deadbolt here and the accessories for the deadbolt with the screws. Screws to mount the two, or at least the deadbolt mechanism to the actual lock. Physical keys. Then you have the actual lock mechanism. So you got the front of the lock with the fingerprint right here and the lock, and then you got the plate that this mounts to, and this goes on the other side of the door with all the electronics in it. So here is the lock, and you can see here's a nice little their brand logo right there, and then a keyhole and a nice little thumbprint fingerprint scanner right there that is supposed to light up when it reads. And then you got two prongs here, so that way if for whatever reason the batteries die in the lock, you can stick a 9-volt battery to this and power it, so that way you can get in your house if you need to. You got a little wire here to connect to the mechanism here, and then this plate goes against the door, and those small screws will go in here to mount that to the plate, and the long screws will mount that through the plate to the mechanism. And then you have the back door plate with the brains, and you got the battery plate right here with a program and reset button. Then you have the physical lock from the inside, another part of their logo, and then on the back side you have a sticker here kind of explaining what you need to do, and there's the connector right there where this will connect to. Actually, this will not connect to that. That will connect to the black one right there. That small one is for the door sensor, and there is no door sensor with this that I see. So that must be an extra purchase, as well as the Wi-Fi hub. So this is just Bluetooth. So once you get it out of the box, you're gonna go ahead and install it. Installing this was pretty straightforward and easy if you've ever installed a deadbolt before. So there's 2 screws on the deadbolt to remove the deadbolt halves to get from unbolting them together. And then you also want to remove the actual deadbolt itself from the door. And then you'll have a strike plate that you'll want to remove on the actual door frame. But once you get everything else uninstalled, there are quick and easy instructions in the manual as well as on the app. So you can go through step by step what you need to do to get this installed. So once you get it installed and get the batteries in, go ahead and get the app. Hopefully you've downloaded the app from Lockly already. But once you get the app on your phone, go ahead and sign in, create an account, and then add the device. Adding a device is quick and easy, and once you get the app open and select add to it and find the correct lock, it's going to ask you to connect to it Bluetooth. It's going to ask in the Bluetooth list, it's going to ask which one it is. It's Lockly. And once you select that, it's going to go ahead and pair it real quick. Once it pairs it, you're good to go, and then you're able to use the app, and you're ready. You're off to the races. You're ready and off to the races. Yeah. So I want to go ahead and show you what the app looks like and kind of around a few of the features that you can enable and use with this lock. So here's what the lock looks like. Right now, it's just showing that it's connected to Bluetooth. On the upper right-hand corner, it's showing you the battery life, 100%, uses 4 AA batteries. And then I also have notifications on the top right. It says 32. Man, I need to get my eyes checked. It says 32. On the bottom, from left to right, you have the control, which we're at right now, log, access, and settings. The log shows you the log of what the lock's actually been doing, this lock at least. Access is adding fingerprints, as well as adding 𝐤𝐨𝐬𝐵, which we'll talk about in a little bit. And then settings, we can go to more settings of what this lock is capable of doing. Right now, it is unlocked, as you can see here, and if I tap that button, it'll go ahead and lock it for me, and then it'll show me that's locked. So it kind of shows you a status. Now, without the Wi-Fi hub, you won't be able to see the status of the lock if you're outside of the range of the Bluetooth. Kind of a downfall, but also to keep the price affordable, they don't include the hub on here, which you don't necessarily need unless you really want to see the status of the lock or unlock or lock it from away from the actual house. Now, so we're going to go down to the access. So you can do 𝐸badge or fingerprint, and you can add up to 99 fingerprints. Right now, I just have one called read, so that way I can tell when I put my fingerprint in, it says read, unlock the door. And I can put my wife on here, family members if I want to, friends if I wanted to, and it'll tell me who used the lock at what point in time. 𝐸badge allows me to actually give someone access to the app on their phone. That way they can go ahead and unlock it through the app without me having them. I don't have to be there to add their fingerprint. So you're able to use the 𝐸badge on that. So let's go to settings here. Right now I've got the name of the lock, which is Lockly, HB, whatever it is. Right now it's trying to connect back again. And I'm able to right now also connect to the secure Wi-Fi hub if I have one, which I probably should do that since I have one. Now, quick access widget. The widget is for my phone, and that allows me to go ahead and I can have a widget to have lock and unlock, which is really cool. I don't have to actually get into the app to do that. I can just have it on my phone as a widget, which is kind of cool. Bluetooth audio, so everything you do, like anytime you make an adjustment on here, the device beeps. I turned it off. It was kind of annoying for me since I was playing with this. Leave it on, turn it off, do what you want to do. Now, fingerprint air alert audio, I left that on just in case, so that way it'll beep. If you put a wrong fingerprint in there, it'll beep at you and say that's wrong. It won't say it, but you'll know it says it. Rain mode, which is kind of cool. Rain mode allows it, so if it's raining outside and rain keeps hitting the lock or the thumbprint or the fingerprint scanner, it's not going to kill the batteries because it's going to know that there's rain going on, and it's going to kind of give it, I think it gives it a delay of some sort, but the rain mode allows it to tell if it's raining based on how often and how frequent the thing's getting touched, and it allows you to save battery life. Kind of new. Now they have enable welcoming mode, which is kind of cool. This is a different feature I haven't seen yet with Lockly. This allows you to make sure that the lock never locks during certain times and certain days. Auto lock timer, the timer's automatically on for 30 seconds when you install this, just so you know, if you ever get this, just any of these, just so you know. I disabled it, but that allows you can actually tap on that and custom, go up to 5 minutes and do a custom. It allows you to have it auto lock. So if you are leaving your house, you unlock the door, leave the house, and if you forget, it's a good way of remembering, because if you forgot, it'll auto lock anyway. And then you can set the time zone, reset and pairing, and then firmware update. We just make sure we have the correct firmware or up to date, which we do. So if they ever have a firmware update, it allows you to do that. What do you think about this lock? Let me know in the comments section below. I think it's kind of a cool idea, a cool little design, very minimalistic and pretty cool. Let me know if you're interested in buying something like this, or if this piques your interest down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions, comments, or opinions about it, put it in the comment section below too. I'd love to hear from you. Now, like I said, this is $170. I'll leave the link to where you can get that and purchase it down in the description below. Also, the Wi-Fi hub, if you want to add that. I don't know how much that is extra, so if you don't have any other Lockly locks and you're just going to buy this one and you want that Wi-Fi hub for whatever reason, I'll go ahead and link it below so you can check it out too. So with that in mind, I think this is a great purchase for the price. If it's your only lock, I still think it's a great purchase, even though Lockly kind of explains in the description and everywhere else on their website that this is good for a second and third lock. If you can use that fingerprint scanner or the app once you get connected to it via Bluetooth and that's okay with you, it's perfect for a smart lock for you to get you started. And then you're gonna buy their other locks, and then you're gonna buy more stuff. That's how they get you. Anyways, if this is your first time to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I will see you next time.